The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Spurs come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against Minnesota. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
Both teams taking the temperature of this series in Game 1. Now they know what to expect. Let's get going on Game 2 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Williams, Edwards out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's the general in at the point. And for San Antonio, they've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Carey in at the 1. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Pass to Reyes. Here's Carey. From downtown, Mendoza gets the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels.
Yeah, we're going to kick it.
Pass to Newton. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Edwards for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Reyes. Here's Mendoza. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Edwards, a pass to the general. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Pass to Mendoza. Here's the chosen one. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Mendoza. Off target with the 3. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Maverick, the pass to the general. Williams with the screen. Here's the general. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Minnesota is shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yes.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink her.
Here's the chosen one. Pass to Carey. Lets it go. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
I've heard your expression state that you visited my because my kids do. I did invest 22 years ago in soul. It was a wake-up call. I felt like I was not going to be living my values the way I wanted to. Since then, I have been working for rehabilitative justice. My only point is this. There is a possibility for human beings to change, to realize when they're wrong and do the right thing. I decided I need to be proactive and aggressively doing the right thing. I will play the game a little bit better.
And Minnesota with possession here. It's a 5-point game.
They have a regular offense to like stay right on to play.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And the general gets it to go.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Reyes. To the paint. Pass to the chosen one. The 3-ball. He buries it for 3. The chosen one's got 6.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Here's Newton. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And stolen by Edwards. Wembanyama against Williams. Outside McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you think back to when McDaniels was drafted. Everyone talked about his potential. Now they're talking about his consistency as a contributor, especially at the defensive end.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he can't hit the second. San Antonio leading by 5. Wembanyama, pass to Carey. Here's the chosen one. Williams grabs the board. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And it's out of bounds. It's Minnesota. San Antonio making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Grimes, he's checked in for Minnesota.
And I'm going up against a team that's more athletic. And I got an older James with less ball and less time, which means I'm going to have to do more. Well, let's slow down years ago. Right? You know, sort of had on his back late in games in the semifinal, late in games in the conference final. Now, here we are 3 years later, and how I have to do more work.
Williams with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Vassell. And the layup is good.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
It's kind of ironic considering the very thing.
Here's Carey. Pass to Mendoza.
Very big.
Here's Carey.
The Lakers are the kids transition off. Got great athletes. They all hopefully run you out of the building and create that offense. However, the Lakers are really
that shot is off. Minnesota trails by 3. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I asked him directly about replacing Anthony Edwards, and he said he's just so dynamic. Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Wembanyama. No points so far. Over Williams. San Antonio again can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Edwards looking for an opening.
So against Dallas, that's the first game he played without Luka. He goes 30, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 15 assists. You know what I'm saying?
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
Field goal.
The Spurs have gotten
Next game,
50%
he
of their
goes
shots to fall so
26
far.
points,
They're
8
5 of 10.
rebounds, 11 assists, 64.5% from the field.
Mendoza. He's got
5. Then the game following that against Phoenix, he goes 28, 6,
San
12.
Antonio shooting their
And
first free throws of
62.5%
the
from the
evening.
field, 100% for 3, 7 to 2 So, you know, just LeBron doing LeBron stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. So just LeBron doing LeBron. And I said this to me, I still have to forget shit. I've been having good defense. He's on the bid already, but yeah, I thought he was on that good defense. He told me that
The first free throw is good. Gobert's checked in for
for
Minnesota.
like 10 days. And I've been watching and I'm thinking, because I'm getting the production out again. I'm like, yo, can I get a week of this? Can I get 2 weeks of this? And the after that, I guess that you talked to me last couple of games. Yes, he hasn't looked back. Yeah, but as far as this Lakers series, that's what teams I feel like they want each other. It's going to come down to which team does what they do
Cold
best.
shot's good from the strike.
So if the Lakers, if we can control our half-court offense, and
Minnesota's shooting about
slow down
40% in the early
transition,
stages of this
and
game.
limit our turnovers. If we not,
Here's Grimes. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
But now we're here. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to my muscle. All that church community, everyone, you know, even mine. What's that?
Now Edwards. He has 6. To the middle. Here's Williams. Vassell with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there. Right at the rim. It came up in.
Curry shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Gobert.
It's not
Here's
enough.
Grimes.
It's not
Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Williams. Wembanyama with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Now Williams. Pass to Grimes. From deep. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Boucher's checked in for San Antonio. Fox comes in for Carey. And Minnesota making a change here.
Find the lane.
Everybody in the chat would slide to flip-flop like y'all be doing me. This is a nasty Negro chat. This is a nasty Negro. The Bears, I remember last time I was
off guard.
it was
Vassell
right
gives you a
after the
little of
Lakers won, like,
everything
15 in a
offensively.
row.
A key player for this team.
And you up
Chris
here.
Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
What? What's that? What? Our best players holding. We go through the speed. We got the wickedness, the sickness. We got all this little that's on its course. All you know what? You don't know. Now it's being researched. We are not so the way the house. We can take out away. Let's choose wrong place of right early to give him 30 on series.
Here's Newton, still without a bucket. And here's Edwards outside. And no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
On the break.
The switch up is no. But it's
Mendoza, guarded by Edwards.
It's super dope.
Pass to Vassell.
Right.
Here's Mendoza. 5 to shoot. Boucher a screen on Edwards. Here's Mendoza. No good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Lets the 3 fly. On target from range. Grimes has got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Boucher on the screen. Now here's Fox. Defense right on him. Pass to Mendoza. Over Edwards. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Mendoza's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Gobert passes to Maverick. Cranks it in off the glass.
Great dive by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Mendoza misses. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 33% in the first quarter. That evens the score. Give him 8. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And Gobert with a block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year jumps.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The fader. Newton can't get it to go.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit. There wasn't much resistance.
The officials were right on top of that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That's a lot. That's a lot. You see it. That was like it's like a roll.
The free throw drops to Johnson. So both teams changing it up here. He makes 1 or 2 that time. Here's Grimes. Here's Newton. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. San Antonio on top. They're up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
Next week, that's a big thing. Like, this ain't all got like a day, let's say a day or 2 off. You got a couple of days, I got over it. That's a big thing. And I still believe that I'm supposed to be Yo, Ox, Jay.
And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. What do you guys think about San Antonio here?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting.
I'm pretty sure, in all actuality, we're going to play the first round without one.
The Timberwolves shooting just 33% so far in this game. Keldon Johnson out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Big man in at the 2 spot.
So
and they double up Gobert. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
As a real estate, like over buy
I just don't think Maverick.
It's realistic to have one and company.
Pocket six. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes you 2 points. Moves on the board for Minnesota. They've got Terrence Mann. Rudy Gobert is out there extending him. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Now Mann has to Gobert. He's still in from the arc. Missed it. Now we'll on this game. Here's Vassell. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Luke's got 4 rebounds now. Uses the glass on the layup. Now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The fadeaway. Reyes. Minnesota leading by 3. Closed it in on 2 minutes played here in the second. The Spurs have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Fox, the pass to Champagny. Vassell with it. He's guarded by Mann. Pass to Reyes. Fires from the wing. And the jumper is on the mark.
Good decision there by Vassell in the 2-man game.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Newton. Fires the 3. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8. Here's Reyes. Pass to Vassell. Here's Champagny, defended by Gobert. Champagny shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Dillingham with the bucket.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
San Antonio trails by 6. And here's Vassell. Pass to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fox. Always attacking.
How about the soft touch from Fox? Measuring the floater beautifully. Love his initiative.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Fox. And that one's good.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Fox outside. Here's Reyes. Pure from 3-point range. Reyes has got his second bucket on the night.
Well, since coming into the league, Vassell has shown a lot of growth as a passer.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Newton from deep. Vassell with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's 5 points in the game. Here's Johnson. Newton pulls it in. Newton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside man. Pass to Newton from deep 3-point land. Knocks it down from distance. Newton's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys and maybe alter some of the game plan.
Like, I was completely off with flabbergasted when I was listening to you, Gabo. We got him. We got him. What year? 30 years. Don't worry about that.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And I think I want to you can be longer, also being that was a 7-6 role. Something different. So, regardless, trying to be nasty. So, picking a team over my team.
San Antonio trails by 6. Pass to Reyes. Fires it from 18. San Antonio again can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Okay, good. Outside Edwards. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Well, you know, Anthony Edwards has one of the highest motors we've seen. His relentlessness throughout the length of the game is just exceptional. He wears out the entire opposing team.
And San Antonio making a change here. Boucher's checked in. And both free throws good for Edwards. San Antonio trails by 8. The chosen one, the pass to Boucher. Here's Carey. There's the triple. Here's the chosen one. Nails the baby hook. The chosen one's got 8.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Fires the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's the chosen one. Boucher outside. Pass to Mendoza.
I've been watching that.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
So that being said, you'll make this the first and the second best game. Even if it's not that good. It's still all practice. Sometimes they got chances.
No good on the free throw. Fox is checked in for San Antonio. Grimes, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Just ask him to do a couple of days. He can do that. It would be pretty remarkable. Obviously, just so what he's having in terms of training small things. I just don't think myself. I think that's a lot.
And he's good on the second. Minnesota leading by 5. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
And it's not going to be an indictment in the LeBron fans, but I will say the LeBron fans, some section of them, they set for me because it's, you know, is he good enough to beat you? Yada, yada, yada. And then when he does it, then it's going to set up the haters, hate on the court and but
free throw good, McDaniels.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
You know what I'm saying? We have the worst team in this matchup because of injury. So, look, hopefully LeBron can play good and ain't doing a game. You know what I'm saying? But we're
and both free throws good for McDaniels.
They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's the best way to protect the lead.
Here's Mendoza. He's got 10. Misses from short range. Outside Edwards. Pass to Grimes. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Their focus is sharp tonight. You can see it at the free throw line. Shooting almost 90% from there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
He believes in that. That's the sole reason why he's right. So the Rockets end up like this. Now they better swap the map.
And he knocks down the first one.
Right here, Chip. Right there. I would chill. This seat next to you might get even nasty. Not right now. Oh, we talk about the next series.
He's off on the second. San Antonio trails by 8. Here goes, huh? For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Grimes, the pass to the general.
Before we get to this
outside McDaniels. Minnesota again missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Yep, that one goes. The chosen one's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Here's the general. Outside Edwards.
I think
It's good! Edwards! What strength!
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup block. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And so it's just definitely ready. Okay. The math problems that we're having to each other, so it's all got weird. I do personally think that LeBron would be the best player in the team, but that doesn't always fit him. I was much important to that. It is not more the best in the game. I think that the Lakers not having one player going into shots to him, they don't get to the shot. They just don't have a lot of guys like Walker and Coaching. It's not going to really bump with them. But I do think that Rockets go with 3. I think game 5 will be a big game. Because that was this big game. Rockets finished 2-1. And if the Lakers can somehow, make it 2-2, so that's the 3 down the rest of the stretch, then I think they have a very viable opportunity. But I think the problem is the Rockets like to do 1, and that's really like, Lee Shepard has that thing to do for the Twolves Vs Spurs. But the thing about how they should do, it's going to have one of those 30, 50, something like that. So DeAndre front fall, and then he's going to play with Trussaud. And so they're going to have those goals. So I do think 4-2 sounds about right. Kevin Durant, obviously, we have to really consider this as well. There's just a tremendous amount of pressure on the ball right now, and I think that
Gary passes to Wembanyama.
They've been really good in games.
Here's Reyes. 5 points in the game. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Consider the talent that is the Rockets. And what they do in all the
First free throw is good.
A lot of that is I think the problem is DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, LeBron, Wes, with Paul, John Olin, it's played some of the flatters.
And he makes both free throws. And Minnesota with possession here. 6-point lead. Pass to Newton. Now here's Edwards. No, 4 for 9 from the floor now. The Spurs shooting only 36% during the second. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
That is a big deal. And LeBron being able to do that, I was almost being able to get one of the schools. I mean, that's still going to matter a lot. I mean, they got 40. So, what's still today? Yeah, in this series, he is going to be the best player. He's the best player. Yeah, that's what I do. Why just two?
And he makes it first.
He didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
Grimes, he's checked in for Minnesota.
If you get it in a short range, like a fourth quarter,
and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Edwards. 12 points for him. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Here's the general. Ball stolen. Carey passes to Mendoza. And is blocked. Pass to Newton. Here's Grimes. Shot blocked. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Steve reads the room and then goes again.
1:19 left in the second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's the general. Cranes the triple. The general's got 7 points in the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Oh, Williams with the block.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
That one's good for 2.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
40 seconds left to play in the half. Wembanyama screen. Here's Carey. Newton pulls it in. Newton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Grimes, the pass to the general. They set the pick from outside the arc. It's all in by Mendoza. Here's the chosen one to the wing, right side. Here's Wembanyama. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for Minnesota.
There's a gap.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, hit cutters. They're living large in that painted area. And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
They were able to hold serve in game 1. but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You can go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
So big expectations on this game, too. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
That's going to deter him from stretch, right? He's like, the J.J. Redick, one thing he is good at is he is an analytics person, and he is a formatting person, so what he will do, he is going to find the worst offensive players in every profession.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's hitting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
This could be another problem. That's a big deal. I do think something will follow between
Minnesota leading by 7. They've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's the chosen one in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
There's a possibility games close.
6 to shoot. Williams finds McDaniels.
What bounce from McDaniels just leaping into the air for that.
Well, San Antonio's shooting just 37% in the game. Here's Reyes. Wembanyama, screen on McDaniels. Three-pointer. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside McDaniels.
We'll see if zoning can
to the general.
contribute to them missing, but we have to
back to Daniels.
Now, offensively,
6 on the shot clock.
Bright spot,
and it's rejected. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
You know, LeBron not having to do the game ball.
Passes to Reyes.
So the entirety of the possession.
Wembanyama, screen on McDaniels. And stolen by Williams. Down low. Here's the general. Chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Carey passes to Reyes. Here's Carey. The free ball. And the three-pointer goes. Carey's got 5 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open.
Out of that, when he finds the big out reads and passes, the guys make shots. Marcus Smart taking those shots.
Back to Edwards. Williams with the screen. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Let's go with a 3. And San Antonio hits again for lead.
Both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
The Rockets are doing the perfect right amount with a primary defense that passes a long transition. Because that was you get the fourth quarter. The third quarter, and it's like now we just kind of down the principal game in the clutch. But Gabe has been out playing like consistently better. If Gabe plays soft, I think he plays soft. It's like the really good young man. Like 8.5 to a pop. That's 8.5 to a pop. It's simple. Playing on the offensive drive, make possession. And then even, not even just 1-1. But that play, LeBron doesn't have to be below them. Because on top of that, Mark Sparks will make it get off the rhythm. So fundamentally, it's that game, like on the field with the ball in the loop. It's just basic stuff. You got to get extra. It's genuinely, they made a game off the judge off from John. In all seriousness, I really am going to be able to change and getting through this series because coaching is going to be distracting. I've heard Houston fans.
Minnesota leading by 6.
They're going to be those. I heard you talk about it.
Pass to Newton. Here's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the chosen one. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
As a coach, I want to see him much action, getting down as possible. I want to make this guy fall. And I know that and James was a little bit different in that aspect where I think he'll put young Green in the space where he can be the most effective. That's not to say that he dependent. I think Luka is looking to score the basketball also, but I think James is.
And the first one at the line is good.
And looking to get guys back to the So I'm going to get opportunity as much action as possible. Now, with that also being said, if I look at what's going on with Houston defensively, if we can get one stop, right, and we can limit the opportunities to score, I think that
he's perfect from the line this time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Newton. And here's Edwards.
I think that's
Floats one. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
It's a series.
Mendoza, pass to Reyes. Drills it from deep. Reyes has got 15 points.
I just love the ball movement.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Newton. Outside McDaniels. From the stripe. And he gets it to go off the front iron. 7 points in the game.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Here's Carey. 5 points in the game. Here's Reyes. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Newton. Kick out to Edwards. Hits the 3-pointer. Edwards has got 20 points.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Pass to the chosen one. From the arc. The General pulls it in. The General's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Carey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Wrinkle that Jalen is going to have to deal with because, again, I do think he's going to throw a lot of throwing.
First free throw is good.
But the problem with throwing is when the shot does go up, you're not particularly next to like a man, and so they give up offensive rebounds from right to the best offensive rebounding team in the league. So are you going to end up having to play man anyway because you can't keep them off the glass? That's going to be something to keep an eye on for the series as well.
It's good from the stripe.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Minnesota leading by 4.
They're going to be competitive because the Rockets.
The General passes to Maverick. Here's the General. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Reyes. He's got 15. Here's Mendoza, and it's blocked by Edwards.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
It's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
San Antonio trails by 6. Here's Carey. He's got 7. Down low. No good with a layup. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Newton can't get it to go. The Spurs have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Mendoza. Wembanyama with it. Here's Reyes. Just 5 to shoot. It's the trifecta. Reyes has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Successful society without their education and cheaper. And so I think they're going to see every day. So we have to let's just do our own game. Do we work through that right through? We do. It was first to do the come out there. I'm just sick from that. Well, it's good. Sit up a little work else away. Start. Yeah, that was I thought it I do the shade and right up to wait, so hold on. Let's stay in.
And San Antonio making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Grimes, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Yes, yes. All we should do like how they do. They are first, second, third, so okay. We actually got this place. So let's do that. That takes it.
The general passes to Grimes. Now here's Williams. Covered by Wembanyama. Pass to the general.
I'm gonna have to drop in.
Shot clock at 6.
All right, so
lays it up and in despite excellent defense. The general's got his third basket of the night. San Antonio trails by 5.
I'm on team shape.
Here's Reyes.
Mendoza.
And it's good. 2 points. Here's Edwards. 20 points for him. Pass to Newton. It's rebounded by Reyes.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Carey. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Kept alive. Edwards. Inside. Edwards lays it in.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Here's Carey. He has 7. Wembanyama. Lets it go from 14. Good work there as it goes. Carey's got 9.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first quarter, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Here's Grimes. He has 6. Newton can't get it to go.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Mendoza pass to Carey. For the tie. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Pass to Newton. Got a piece of it. To the inside. Drive. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Outside, Williams.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert's checked in for Williams, and Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. San Antonio trails by 5. Now here's Vassell. They set the screen. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Vassell's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the
Pass to the general. It's rebounded by Reyes.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Carey's shot is off.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
He just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection has to be set up for success.
Here's Dillingham. Drives the pass to the general. To the paint. Just 3 on the clock. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back. And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. San Antonio shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great on the court for the Timberwolves. They've got Dillingham. Rudy Gobert is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Johnson with a bucket.
As the lead shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Minnesota shooting about 41%. Edwards against Vassell. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for San Antonio.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls and are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
And he drops it first. And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Mendoza. From the high post. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Here's Grimes. Back to Edwards. Nice D from Vassell. For San Antonio, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Johnson with a bucket.
Well, that's where Johnson does most of his scoring. He's very effective down low.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. We've got about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. They get it back.
You challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. Defense wins that battle.
Knocked away. Oh, Fox for the steal. Out to the wing. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Boucher's checked in for Johnson. The Timberwolves shooting 40% so far in this one. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
The Spurs have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Mendoza. And that's up and in.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Edwards. Gobert passes to Edwards. Get up, Anthony Edwards!
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's the chosen one. Unloads from 13. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes. And a nice finish on the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Vassell. With some arc. Outside McDaniels. And that's good for 2. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
That's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Boucher on the screen. Here's the chosen one. Box for 3. The putback. It's good. On the putback.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there. Helps fuel the fire.
For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Nice D from Vassell. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Here's the chosen one. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Grimes, pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Vassell. Edwards for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Vassell, right side. Pass to the chosen one. Fox outside. Here's the chosen one. Beyond the arc. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. The chosen one's got 19 points.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence impressive to see.
McDaniels, a screen on Fox. Here's Dillingham. Puts up a three. Rebound by San Antonio. The chosen one's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Vassell. Here's the chosen one. Boucher, a screen on Gobert. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
After dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of this.
Here's Dillingham. Gobert with a screen on Fox. And here's Dillingham from the arc. They get it back. Gobert. Misses the baby hook. San Antonio leading by 7.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
That's what they were told.
That free throw misses.
I feel like I said it, I feel like it applies to him. At least you can make the miss 60 games. Minutes for 6 of his last time. Just you can make that in control. So Shea played it.
And he sinks the second.
In my
here's the general. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
It's not because I was told.
Newton can't get it to go.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Pass to the general. Here's Williams, covered by Wembanyama. Here's the general to stop the run. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
I think the thing that can take Boston, we're going to build this going on the also. At the 56, 16, 15, 34, 21, 12, and then at the 21, 5.
The first one falls. Carries checked in for San Antonio.
He's having the injury, obviously. That back still swiper. Right back, know what it is. The ball got sent back. But I think what we're going to do is swiper. You're telling us how to get the ball up to this point. We get back to it. Got right back to it.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. San Antonio leading by 6. Here's to Mendoza. Here's Reyes. Here's the chosen one. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Edwards. Ooh, the soft touch from Edwards.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch.
Here's the chosen one. Pass to Carey. Launches it. Newton pulls it in. Newton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. It's McDaniels on the wing. There's a screen. Here's Newton. Here's the general. The three. Buries it from 3. And now just a 1-point San Antonio lead.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the class.
Wembanyama pass to Reyes. Wembanyama screen. Shoots. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pass to Newton. Now here's McDaniels. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
That's how you like you upset about that pass. Why did he do that? Because he started that. He knew the ball. He's happy to play.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He was encouraging his guys, telling them to just continue to run through the plays, explore the options. You're doing a great job. Now just focus on finishing this one.
Allie, thank you. Here's Carey, over to the left wing. Left side, Wembanyama to win the run. Sinks the tray. And the Spurs lead by one.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where is the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's the general. Shot clock at 6. 51 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Newton. Pass to Edwards. Big hitter!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves to win.
That's what I'm trying to say. I keep trying to say to you. I keep trying to tell you.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's just like a foul.
That's not good. It's not so. It's not so much that, oh, you don't need to grab that. We're not going to get good. Or it's not. It's not than that.
He hits the first one, and that ties this game up.
If this young man is pretty steady at the line, Wembanyama can get this done.
They 3-1 against OKC, but they 1-3 against Blades, so something got to give. And Jokic destroying it.
So he's going to both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
But you know what they're telling me? Jokic goes into the mindset like, it's not fucking guards.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Aaron Gordon is wrong, nigga. But I'm telling you, that's the X factor of yeah. Oh yeah. I'm bad. I like the host. I like the host. I think saying that happened to them, was more than I don't think that we got to stay number one on the fans. Who's number two? Or who's something that's up on the right now? No, it's not right. Chill. Who do you have? They're a 2 seed. It would be a black belt. That's not 1 seed. And shit. And the Thunder was out. Even up here. Didn't see his chat.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. As Chris Finch calls timeout here, and coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
They lost to Dallas because he didn't do good. They need him. They won the finals last year because why? Because he averaged 24 points. He needs. He's a point for them. He's scared to the playoffs. I'll make that so I said this in the past. Despite white spirit, Jim is always it's always good. I'm like, are you crazy? David Williams is they on the switch nights. He's already fucking fly. What are you talking about? He's literally their best defender. Before he was the best defender.
Just a must-foul situation to stop the play.
So, you missed. Missed 3 straight games that they won, and then he missed another game. So
he gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
And then they lost. Until the end of the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
We'll talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now
another guy got 1, 2, 4, 6, 7
possession. Minnesota again missing, and they need to stop the clock. So there's the foul.
Yes, I'm really not getting this thing. Like, I get it, but they have some
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
That'll be the guy out there that's going to be like, yeah,
and so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Here's Newton, and the 3 off target, and so it's San Antonio with the W, and This win shows they have the momentum so far in the series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And time now for our player of the game.
First came back, they had about like 20 minutes game. That's got so that's the Rams up.
He kind of playing that Draymond role.
So that was the 24-11, 3 assists, 1 steal.
Jokic don't like it that. He got Jokic talking to you on that.
So that's a good spot. Yes. I think he's about so
hey, you right up there about your cookie stuff, man. This nigga, hey, he led the lead in assists and rebounds. And then when I watch him play, it looked like he just do that shit. He just woke up and be like, yeah, today's another day of the office. It just look like he don't even try.
Shit. Speed in the air. You can see it because it's getting. So it's like it looks like smoke. It's just like steam and all of that coldness, but it's just like out of shit. Because Jalen Brown is absolutely good. You know he is. Absolutely.
It's just changes. He's just on a fishing trip. You know, he's like automatic right now.
Hey, now he's second. Okay. On the penalty ladder. At number 3. Oh, yeah. Mark still has Jokic, striker. I know who you still have. Hill. Circle back around me. There was a time when I had Jalen Brown ahead of him, and I thought that he was playing better than him. But what Vic has been doing lately, that's what the season is about. It's about like him ramping up his minutes and getting better. In terms of being a guy being more valuable to his team's success. They have been winning with Vic out. They were winning with Vic out the line. They were like 9-3, something like that, when they out the line. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies.
Me too.
You? No, you will always be a worm.
Just wait and see. Red will get you wins. Not just any to fight for everyone. We are made for this. Texas was so taxing. They've been winning without Joker. Have they been winning without Jalen Brown in the lineup?
Yes, every MVP kind of this team wins when they don't play.
Like significantly?
Yes, they're like 4-1.
That's the difference between 9 and 3. Because I think San Antonio
doesn't miss any games. He doesn't miss any games.
That matters. Your availability matters, Law.
Yeah, you lost the game. Have you seen one of these MVP kind of
They're 10-4 without Libby. Yeah. The Nuggets are 10-6 without Jokic. And the Celtics record without Jalen Brown. What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's 4-1.
No, it's 4-1. It's 4-1 with JB. It's 5-1 without Payne. It's 6-3 without SGA. It's 10-6 without Jokic. And it's 10-4 without Libby.
See, all the teams. What's the teams with?
What's the record for the Lakers without Libby? Yeah.
He's trying to fit in. That's wrong. What's the record? What's the record for the Clippers without the Rock?
If I'm being consistent,
There you go. That's a good name. Now that's
if I'm being consistent.
Are they still under 500?
I'm being consistent.
Yeah.
They're 6-6 without. If I'm being consistent and I'm sticking to my logic, Jalen Brown's been more available. They're winning more with him in the lineup than with him out the lineup. Winning has when you talk about the league MVP. I'm the same Jalen Brown.
What? Swear to God.
Yes.
Your ass is up here smiling. With 5 minutes left in the game, my man had to go to the locker. You know, he's doing your guy. You know that's doing for us. That's your ass doing. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's a problem. Not at all. Not at all. John Collins got knocked out.
Real talk, we are in the middle of something right now. Y'all can have this battle. I'll give y'all.
Clippers are 4.
Hey, right after we get done with Compton, we got y'all 20 minutes.
That's good for you. You all seen it. You know it's
So Chill has Jalen Brown next on his list. Swiper and Mark both have Jokic. Real talk. Who you got?
after SGA and Cade. I mean, I guess that 15 guys can be in the 30. I got you.
You guess or
No,
There's no one else who can move the points. And you would have won the Jokic scoop.
Jalen Brown.
Okay.
Jokic or 30.
Jokic is coming in at number 3, so we got SJ at 1, Cade at 2, Jokic at 3. At number 4, this should be interesting. You're still staying with Jalen Brown.
Absolutely.
Chill, you're still staying with Jalen Brown.
yes, sir.
Swiper, who is your next one? Luka.
Interesting.
Very.
Yeah.
I got one.
The scorer.
I got Luka for the
Best distributors, probably not the best distributor in the game. In addition to him being one of the best distributors in the game. Yeah.
Why should be ahead of him? You know, the best distributors in the game.
Things that argue.
So, I mean,
We'd be arguing.
yeah, I think there is a conversation between Luka and Joker as a distributor. I do think Joker is better, but I do think that you can make an argument for Luka as a distributor. With that being said, I mean, the bucket getting that he gets, he's arguably the best scorer in the game. The Lakers, and
We're doing this season, so no, he wouldn't be in the top. Just this season.
He's closer to being the best Boston player.
Yeah.
wow. So this, I mean, I understand the efficiency. I understand the efficiency. The 3-ball has actually come back. The 3-ball has actually come back.
Now they can't make twos. It's like
Which kind of can't make playoffs. That's where I'm going, bro. So that's not where I'm going. The 3-ball has come back, but now that floater is floating away. I don't know what happened to that.
you have one. That's a air ball.
Floating away, and like he can't make putbacks and shit like that. So that's kind of going to monkey wrench. But I mean, he still did. I think he still be. I think he's leading smart still to this day.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still.
Isn't that chill? Isn't that hilarious? Isn't that hilarious? Say, I'm 25 shots to get 32 points, and Luka had to shoot 22 shots to get 25 points last night. That way, no, we were talking about last night's game as far as Luka was playing good. I don't think Luka played good last night, and I don't think Jalen Brown played all that great. He was cool. He applied a lot of pressure on the rim, but y'all the best player last night. Well, you're not a Celtics fan. The Celtics' best player last night was Peyton Pritchard. That was good. That's fine. Peyton Pritchard. That's all I was saying. You guys actually think Luka is good?
Yeah, him or Wimby.
Somebody got to
Yeah, I think there's a clear bottom.
Well, as of right now, we have the top. We have 2 with Luka, 2 with Jalen. Which leaves it up to either me or the chat. And I'm running a poll right now. Who's higher on the MVP ladder? And it's ironic because me and the chat oversee it eye to eye. We all, the people, have Jalen Brown over Luka. I'll just speak for the chat. I'll be the chat representative. Winning does in fact matter. And, well, when you pull out the bill, if put it on the Lakers the way Jaylen Brown did last
Jaylen
night.
Brown doing the
And his team. And you gotta swipe. And you gotta
Is this what you talk about swiping right here? Swiping with these. I think y'all talking about with
but swiping, is there not a correlation? You
between the Celtics playing the Lakers and getting them blowing the Celtics out? Yes.
But you guys can say, okay, so what about 8 of the last 9 games?
They've been playing well, but like,
okay, but what? 8 of the last 9 games when he's playing?
They're winning. I think they won 8 of the last 9.
But is his play not part of the reason? Large.
And then there's when you do a pie of MVP, who has the most influence on how good their team is? Jaylen Brown's going to have a smaller version of the pie than Wemby, than Luka, than Joker, than SGA, and Cade, even Cade. So you have to show me how. I'm saying, I guess when we have these discussions, we don't have to say Jaylen Brown is showing. No, I'm not. I don't care who you're asking. Okay, I'm not asking you information.
I don't come away thinking top 3 in MVP, so I don't know.
Not at all, bro. Not at all.
But I just think he's having a great year.
He is having a great year.
I just want to see something. I've never seen something.
When I watch Luka just, walk through and flop around and he's the one creating contact, I don't see a top 3 MVP guy either.
Oh, sure, I agree. Luka ain't in my top 5. So,
like, what about Luka? Like, what is Luka doing to suggest he's a top 5 MVP candidate, considering what everybody else relative to Jaylen Brown? Relative to Jaylen Brown. Let's just stick with him more better than JB. And he's a much better team player, much better offensive player. That's a player. Much better. That's a much better player, period. Much better player than Jaylen Brown. And Luka has the issue where defensively he can be taken advantage of. Like, I've had that criticism before. But again, what he's offering to the Lakers offensively, he's like, it's him and it's like Jokic and SGA in terms of offensive engines, best in the world. Luka has been phenomenal for much of the season. The issue is, he has a lot of deficiencies. He can be lazy. He can be lazy with basketball. Takes lazy shots. Takes lazy bad shots. He even still averaging 33 on relatively good efficiency. Like, he's still phenomenal. And he's top 3 in assists or something like that this year. Like, they're good. The issue with JB is like the same thing Carson said that when we were on the couch. I don't think we're bringing this up because I know we're on oxygen polarized. Like, I do think it's problematic that if you're like your team is statistically much better when you're not on the floor. There is something to that. Like, there's something to that. That's why I didn't say it. Exactly. Like, don't get in the clutch. So that's why I didn't say it. That's why I didn't say it. Actually, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you look at this. I test last too. The reason why that's a problem, like, is because this whole talking about these guys not being on the floor. That's a small period of time that they're not on the floor. The reason why I think Jaylen Brown averaged 12 was 35 minutes. Hey, get Jokic out of here, too. Right? So I'm saying statistically, Jaylen Brown not on the floor. Statistically. And the question is when are those minutes? Like, they take them out in the middle of the second quarter, they sit for 4 minutes. They take them out in late.
Chill, last night I felt like that's when the league would blow. It's the regular rotation plans, but there's a steady theme that Boston extended leads with getting on. Yeah, but I don't think that's the I think that's what breaks Boston. At the end of the day, we're talking about me, and that's why I'm talking about level performance. Like, your team is still great without it. I think it would be more playing for us. Like, so I don't add too much about that. But I think like it's very obvious to see like their defense ramps up when Jaylen Brown's not on the floor. It's similar to like what OKC's defense does when Shay's not. Like, their defense ramps up and they're able to have Hugo Gonzalez, Derek White, Cater. Like, you have all of these defenders on the floor. Like, yeah, you're going to produce a defensive result. And then to Swipe's point about like the system that Boston got going on, they're able to still maintain high level offense in the like smaller minute dosages without Jaylen Brown. Now, the reason why I don't like it's not like, oh yeah, Jaylen Brown didn't play this year, it's still played the even. I don't think that's what Swipe is saying. But in small samples of games within games over the course of the season, yeah, that stuff adds up. And that's why Boston is so good. But I don't think if that's not what Swipe is saying, if that's not what Carson is saying, I don't know why. I don't know why people use it as the B word.
You know what I mean? Like that's my point, because it's like if you say those things like, oh, he needs a couple minutes on the court, and how he's getting like that's not so they are implying that. So it's like, okay, let's go ahead and live in that way. Let's take Jalen Brown off the team. They will be 8, 19.
Because that doesn't apply to any of the other players you're talking about.
Okay, so but if you take him off the team, if you take him off the team, they're 8th, 9th in the East. So it doesn't matter. If you take Cade off the team, they're 10th, 11th in the East. You take Jokic off the Nuggets, they're 7th, 8th in the West. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's not the way it works, though. That's why I'm saying it's a side point in the conversation I'm having. Side point that doesn't mean anything. It does mean something for people that actually want the award. So what I'm saying in this conversation in particular, I don't think JB, let alone he's not been as good as any. It means so much to don't vote for Jokic. No, but Jokic has been way better than Jalen Brown this year. Don't vote for Jokic. They're winning. Jokic is on the floor. They're one of the best teams in the league. They're outperforming those other teams. The issue. That's the issue. It's like the issue. You're right. The Celtics are one of the best teams in the league too. I'm trying to have the same. Yes, they're not. They're not. I'm saying, but but I think in your and Chill arguing this too, because he played more games this year. In your range, I heard Chill literally not too long ago say he thinks Jalen Brown has been more valuable 15 success than Nico. And I'm saying, well, that's obviously wrong. But I think the issue is that we're coming out. It's not. It is. No, it is. It is. Because so you lied about how good you think Jamal Murray is. Okay, so the reason why you lied. The reason why you lied about how good you think Jamal Murray is. Why? Why did I lie? Hold on. Why did I lie? Because you don't think he's better than Payne. You don't think Payne Pritchard or Derek White's better than him. That's not the Jamal Murray having all NBA season in his own right, though.
Well, he thinks Jamal Murray's better than Jalen Brown.
And he has, I made that argument. Okay, that's even more Jamal Murray. No, because it was the same. No, because the issue is he did the same thing with Jason Tatum last year, and you two said Jamal was worse than both Tatum and Jalen Brown, and you should go better than Tatum and Brown. That's just not the way it works. Because you have a better second option. Last year, J-Dub made 13 All-NBA last year. Sure. Jalen Brown didn't make All-NBA last year. SG won MVP going away. But that's not how basketball works. And if you got my favorite player, maybe that's on and on. Because basketball works about 48 minutes. It's a whole conversation. Okay. I'll be the reason why Jalen Brown didn't make All-NBA. He's already. That's what I'm saying. This is why he's. The reason why Jalen Brown didn't make the All-Pro team last year, and Jalen Williams and J-Dub did make the All-Pro team. The Oklahoma City Thunder as a unit were better. With both of them, was better than Jalen Brown. Okay, and he was better. Right, and he was better. He was better than him throughout the course of the entire season. And with him being, and the fact that they won 68 games, that was all to do with J-Dub on offense and defense. So the reason why he was an All-Star and an All-Pro. So when I think about Jalen Brown this season, and I think about his availability, I think about the league MVP, I think about how valuable you are to your team's success, not just how much better you are as this guy as a player. When Jalen Brown is on the floor, the Celtics are a better team. When he's on the floor for increments, you can make the argument. Okay, the number. Are they a better team when he's on the floor with Jokic? Okay, now what you're doing is you're making it. Jokic is going to play with Jalen Brown.
If both play, and this, I'm not using this to make the MVP argument, this is not reality.
Sure.
If both players never missed a game and played all 14, which team would be better against?
In rosters, you can get an evil in a trash can. Here, that's just vandalism and misery. In Brawl Stars, hot dogs have magical healing powers. In real life, hot dogs heal nothing. In Brawl Stars, stars are considered threatening. In the real world, not so much. All-Stars. Download for free today.
Style and substance in the GMC Sierra. More current eligible GMC lessees can get this low mileage lease on the Sierra Elevation for around $299 per month.
How is Carl's Jr. beating the beef salted chicken at other places? Let's stacking bold flavors on the new Western bacon hand breaded chicken sandwich and bringing it to you at a juicy price, $5.99. Yeah, we definitely win. Only at Carl's Jr.
Listen, between Jaylen Brown, Jokic,
Jaylen Brown and Jokic. They play all 48?
Yeah, so Jaylen Brown and Jokic.
They're selling for credit because Jokic can't play that many minutes.
No.
Jaylen Brown's in much better shape.
I wouldn't have started. I would have said
they're calling up right there over dying.
I'm imagining them playing all 48 games. Their style of play is different, as opposed to the system being more conducive to Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. He would thrive in that system. He would make them a lot better because he played more, played on the defensive side of the ball better. In addition to him playing on the defensive side of the ball better, that system is more conducive. Joker is the system, and they operate off Joker. There's a difference between, and I said this earlier today, there's a difference between running the offense for the big man, running the offense through the big man. So the Denver Nuggets, they run the offense through the big man and for the big man. That Celtics team, they don't run the offense through Jaylen Brown. They run the offense through the crew. And Jaylen Brown is a part of that. That's why it works.
Y'all finna make me decision. This is
that gets kind of nasty, real talk.
Yeah, if those Rams weren't hurt and played the whole game, the Nuggets would be better. And I'm not even like, I'm really not the hugest like net rating guy. But when I do go look at these Jaylen Brown, they're more stagnant than what I thought. I'm looking at this shit, bro. The bench is almost to 800 minutes without Jaylen Brown. They're plus 15.2 without them.
The bench?
Yes, they have a 121.
Are they playing against other bench units?
For the most part, yeah.
Are they playing against other bench units?
A lot of Jaylen Brown's niggas off the floor and they're playing pink which they will tonight the offense with the it's kind of crazy how good against other bench units, right? Which is why these numbers because we're trying to ignore that point. I get what you're saying, but like so it's our bench is better than your bench, so that makes me worse. Gotcha. No, makes sense. So that makes perfect sense. I understand what you're saying there. All of a sudden I understand on offense. If my last night they had some good units out there against the All-Star. Perfect. Yeah, but that's why I don't think it's going to be. I understand basketball now, guys. I'm thinking. They had their bench out there against some of our starters, and still were looking up. Yeah, well, that's not their fault. They just started something too. No, yeah, to be fair, I do this. But I mean, we're past the point where most teams are just running like all bench units. Yeah, all bench units. Yeah. Even in the non-Jaylen Brown, it's probably going to be like one. It's going to be like one starter and like some bench. Yes, I know, but that is the second unit. That's a second unit. I agree with you. I think these numbers do need to be contextualized. It's not like Jaylen Brown needs the game, they get better. No, they're playing against lesser units, etc. All those things are relevant. But I also do think it's interesting. I'm not saying that it's too relevant. When Derek White and Jaylen Brown are on the court together, Boston are plus 8. When Jaylen Brown is on the floor without Derek White, Boston are a negative 1. When Derek White is on the floor without Jaylen Brown, Boston are a plus 20. I'm not saying that means Jaylen Brown is a worse player. But what I am saying is, at some point we have to acknowledge that it's more than just Jaylen Brown. And that's what I've been trying to say. Yeah, for sure, 100%. 100%. I don't think
we have to do the same thing with Denver. You got to do the same thing with Denver, guys. That it's more than Joker. Especially this season. I agree, but even everything that they've done with that group, it's more than Joker. But I think he's going to lose They're elite no matter what with Joker, though, I think it's the problem. I think the issue is that what really happened this year, Chill, with Denver is they've had so many injuries, and they've been so wildly inconsistent all year, they haven't been able to form an identity since the start of the year. So I think their record is not indicative of how good they are. And even yesterday, when we get to the game, they literally play brain dead basketball at the top. They're so off as a whole. I think the issue you're running into now is, again, I think that the Nuggets have been seeing the Spurs most basketball ever. The Nuggets went out there, they played well. T9 had good minutes. Deron Holmes had good minutes. Richard Jones had good minutes. I mean, there's so many things that went well. The problem is, it's very difficult to maintain that and do that. And then on top of that, the schedule's gotten more difficult. And they're just